Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Crusaders of the Lost Idols. No, this is actually the first episode of VEDA Gaming 2018. VEDA standing for Video Every Day, and I'm actually going to set this idle game up so that it'll start moving forward. Auto progression enabled, and yes, I do know there's black bars. It's all right. It's an idle game. I figured this was appropriate for April 1st because April Fool's Day and all that stuff. I figured an idle game would be a good thing to have on the background, explaining what VEDA Gaming is going to be this year for me. VEDA Gaming is 30 games in 30 days. It's basically going to be 30 games that I chose almost not really at random, but just picked out of a hat, basically. And yeah, it's going to have a few things that I got from, say, Wove It like that. It's going to have a few free-to-plays. It's basically going to be a mix of a variety of games that got on the list for various reasons. I'm going to move that. I got an idle game so I can actually discuss things without paying attention to the game, and here I am paying attention to the game. But I'll talk about the actual game in the second half. I'll provide a link down below to where that is in the video. I hope I remember to do that. But anyway, VEDA Gaming is 30 games in 30 days. It's going to be games that I either A, found interesting to play, find interesting to play now, or were recommended to me by various people, have historical significance, though I don't think I actually have any historical significance ones on this particular list. It's not something that I really focused on way too much. I was instead focusing on games that I didn't really have a chance to play, or that I thought were kind of, well, left behind, or that I wanted to have on my channel at some point but never got the chance to do an LP of. Some of them may actually still have LPs on the channel. I know for a fact that some of them that I've already recorded prior to this one, because these aren't being released in the order I record them in. Some of them that I recorded prior to this were because I do plan on actually doing a series for it in the future. I just haven't gotten to it yet. They're very highly requested ones, one of them being Grim Dawn. That'll come up on Tuesday. As far as the release schedule, all of the VEDA Gaming videos are going to be released at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be pretty much the time that you'd expect Lost Sphere to come out each day. And Lost Sphere is going to be moved to 10 in the morning, which is, let's see, 3 hours earlier. So, yeah. There's going to be a 3-hour gap. There aren't going to be any interruptions to the normal series. It's just that Diablo and Lost Sphere are going to be early in the morning, whereas these are going to be in the afternoons. I'm going to try to record all 30. Currently, I only have 5 done as of the recording this. After this one's recorded, there'll be 6. But yeah, I have the schedule all lined out. I have all that kind of stuff set up. I have what I want to record down. It's just a question of whether I can actually get that recorded properly. If I run into some recording issues, I might have to swap stuff out. Patreons actually have part of the list. I posted one of the pictures of the calendar on the Patreon thing on the Discord. You can find the Discord down below, but you have to be a patron to get into the patron chat. So, sorry. It's just what it is. Patreon handles the bot that does all that. So I don't have to like worry about it. If you're a patron, you automatically get added to the list. If it misses you, just message me. I don't do too much on the Patreon itself, but if you would like to see more things like this in the future, definitely supporting via Patreon is the way to get more of these to happen. Because, well, yeah, this takes a lot of time to produce 30 videos and actually do the recording and do the editing and do all that other stuff for it. And yeah, I do minimal editing, but I still have to adjust volume levels. I have to check that things don't get interrupted midway through. I have to edit out coughs. I have to edit out sneezes. I have to edit out all this other stuff and do kind of some adjustment as far as little cuts here and there. I do plan to actually go into more complex editing stuff in the future. I don't know if it's going to be on this particular gaming channel or if it's going to be on one of my side channels, but it is there. You can find links to everything down below. I'm very heavy on the links in the description. If you're watching this on a TV or a mobile, well, actually mobile devices you can get to it. A TV, not all of them can get to it. I've actually tested that on my TV over there. The Patreon is patreon.com/Alzorath. I try to keep everything as straightforward as possible. You can also go to, I believe it's patreon.alzorath.com, and it'll redirect you to it as well. Discord is, of course, discord.alzorath.com. That redirects you to the more complicated Discord link, because I'm not a partner with Discord, unfortunately, so I don't have a permanent custom link that I could do. Otherwise, I would have the discord.gg whatever thing for it. But that is what it is. It's one of those things that helps out a great deal. Even just watching the videos helps out a great deal. Sharing them helps out a great deal. If you guys do see a game that you'd like to see, comment, like. Comments especially are majorly important because YouTube's algorithms work on engagement. So if there's a lot of heavy views with likes, heavy views being like 5-10 minute long views with a like afterwards, it helps you actually get the video ranked as far as searches go with that. Of course, being a newer video, it has different algorithms weighted on it than, say, an older video. For example, the Diablo 2 video that a lot of you have been finding me through. That video has over 15,000 views now, and it's like 3 years old, and it only blew up last year, so 2017. It's really kind of a weird thing how the algorithm works, but engagement actually caused that to happen. So yeah, always, if you have a random thought while you're watching a video, comment. Do that with all the YouTubers you like, big or small. It helps them out a great deal, a lot more than you realize. But anyway, as far as the game that we're actually playing right now, this is Crusaders of the Lost Idols. Now that I've rambled on for, what, 6 or 7 minutes? About random YouTube crap. But yeah, VEDA gaming, it's going to be about video games. It's going to show you off a bunch of games that either were interesting, whatever, and had a lot of requests for, or that were something that I enjoyed a lot or that I wanted to do but never got a chance. So, yay. But as far as Crusaders of the Lost Idols, it's an idle game, as you can possibly tell by watching it and by the title. You can tell that I'm actually destroying a lot of things. That's because I've leveled my guys up. I can actually level up right there. Woo. Yeah, 1150. Yeah, get yourself some damage there. Sweet. But it's basically an idle game. You can also do it as a clicker. I do have a character here that I can click with, and you have various other abilities. You can do like magnify, and then it'll just auto swipe at these guys if I can get a chance to. Yeah, I just have to do this one manually, I guess. But there are chats and stuff like that to help you through getting through various areas, but it's mostly about formations and abilities and choosing a main DPS thing and a tank and all this other stuff, and you run through and you just get higher. It's your pretty bog standard idle game. The reason why I ever actually played it to begin with, and it's been, geez, 2 years since I played it before this, so a lot of my information may be outdated, but you have a lot of like interactive abilities here. Like him, you can see that he's getting boosts from pretty much all these little sources that you can get little arrows from. You can move around, you can see that there are various other boosts coming in from it as well, and they send boosts out too, so yeah, it gets pretty interesting. There's a lot of like interactivity, and there's a lot of characters that I haven't actually tried on here. My main is still Emo Wolf, and there's a lot of puns. That's one of the other reasons I got into it. But the main thing was I liked the idea of the formation system. I like it as kind of like a puzzle aspect, in that it makes you think about, okay, how am I going to optimize this setup? This is the optimal setup, unfortunately, for what I've got, which means I can't get very far because I am fairly under leveled and stuff because I played it for like few weeks in 2016, I want to say. Actually, I can look at that. There is a way to see that. It's going to be statistics. Yeah. 897 days ago from the release of this. Well, from the recording of this. So, about 900 days as of the release of this. Because I'm recording this in March, of course. So, yeah, 900 days since I really played last. Well, probably more like 870 days since I played last. But yeah, it's one of these things where you have like a bunch of achievements that give you a bunch of boosts. You can see those right there. You have various challenges you can do. I've already done the one this week, but it's basically just a map like this where you idle and wander through. You don't have to be logged in for a bunch of stuff, but I think you do have to be logged into advance. They've added a bunch of stuff that I don't recognize from before and made it harder to get boosts through these little things called enchantment points, but those are a thing. But yeah, you can send your guys off on missions to get them boosts. Mine are currently off, so I can't send anymore. You have various items. You can open chests. You can craft idols. I mean, not craft idols. You can shop through rubies or money. Of course, it's free to play. So, yay. You can get talents through idols. Currently, I have garbage here, but hey, it helps. So, and I can respec for whatever amount of idols there. And you can also craft items for your characters. Currently, I have all of them kind of maxed out on what I can get them as far as the recipes I have, because, yeah, I don't have all those recipes. And I don't have the stuff to make things legendary, because that's a thing that happened long after I quit playing this last. But it is interesting, and it is just something you can leave idling and playing along. There are a lot of ways to game the system, because you can like set an account up on Congregate, because that's where this originated. Yeah, and you can get bonuses from that. You can get bonuses from a mobile version of this and let that play on your phone. And supposedly the mobile version plays a little different. So I don't know about that. I haven't actually tried it. This was meant entirely as an April Fool's episode. So there's only so much I can say about this game. The chat, it's usually not about this kind of stuff. It's usually not very political the few times I've been in there. So the fact that it is political in the chat room one that I obviously left there is an oddity, not the norm. Obviously chat room 2 is quiet, but there is a dev in here. I'm not sure how active they are. If a dev stumbles across this, feel free to comment. I am interested in hearing what you guys are planning for the future. It would be kind of neat to build a rapport with you, as this kind of stuff makes really good background for like vlogs and stuff like that, because I don't have to pay attention to it. They're just moving through. I'm actually losing a little bit here. I'm noticing that I'm taking a little while to kill them, and if it takes a little while to kill them, chances are you're in a situation where you're about to be bogged down. But we've gotten fairly far in. I think my highest area I got into was like 300, and that's because I used a lot of chests and stuff like that to get there. Not really interested in that right now. But yeah, it's just one of those games, and you can pick up stuff you want, or you can just let it idle. If you log off, it'll stay in the level that you're in, and it'll start just gathering gold, and it'll tell you how much you gathered. Right now we get gumdrops because there's a special Easter event going on. Easter Sunday is coming up, but yeah, you can get different tiers of stuff. The tier thing is new to me, so I don't know how that works entirely, but I think you can unlock tier 2 quests and stuff like that, and actually, you know, get these tier 2 rewards, tier 3 rewards, etc., etc. I'm not entirely sure how that one works, but as far as I go, Emo Werewolf is my favorite character out of the bunch because he just tears crap up. I do have other DPS characters on here, as you can tell, them being fairly high in the numbers. And yeah, just level them up. I can level up by 100 by pressing control. You can shift to only do 10, or you can shift control to do 25. 25 is important because that every character, I think every character at least, has a skill that says for every 25 levels over 200 you get a bonus that stacks. And then various characters have, say this one has, where is it? Bulwark, which allows it to boost the damage of the characters behind. That's why I put it in the row in front of the wolf, so it'll boost the wolf. And then you have him boosting all the characters in the same column. You have ones that boost based on class, and there actually is a class system. This is a relatively new one. You can see those little icons that pop up over her. That means she's female, human, royalty, and support. I actually memorized those just for this video. There's also beast. I don't know what the swirly purple star is. But yeah, you just have I think that's magical. I'm not sure. But yeah, you have support, you have gold find, you have all kinds of different criteria. I think there's a demon one even. That one I can't show you unless I go to the mission thing. Where is he? Where is you at? He's in that one. That one is... Oh, it's Supernatural is that one. You have event ones. This guy's the current Easter event going on right now. But yeah, his thing doesn't... I don't know what that other one was. And yeah, I have terrible chances because I have terrible gear. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting little free-to-play, just kind of chill, idle game. I'm running it at full screen right now. Usually I run it windowed, and I only usually run it while I'm just editing or something like that. And I'll turn the sound off. You have options for, let's say, the scientific notation instead of the letters. I prefer the letters because they look less cluttered. You can go full screen. New items, you can do a chest drop, which happens every 5 levels. You have a chance at a chest, unless it's your first time beating that level, in which case you have a guaranteed chest. So you can toggle sound music, you can pause on pop-ups. I have that off right now. You have low quality mode. I have auto progress enabled. If you don't want to automatically move forward, you can actually turn it off and watch whenever I beat this one. It's just going to kill the monsters. Let's go ahead and let them kill them off. I'm going to use boosts. This is, I guess, a good time to talk about boosts. You can cause things to spawn faster by using the speed boosts. You can have accuracy boosts, which cause you to cause crit damage and increases the click damage, which this character is a click character, and I have a ton of damage on him right now. I could destroy anything in one shot. But you have click damage boosts that base on your DPS. You have AoE damage, which damages every character on screen on a tick kind of pattern. You have just general power boost, gold rush, which increases the gold from each of these coins. You have a DeLorean time thing that gives you gold based on what you would have earned over that period of time. Obviously, you want to use these other boosts beforehand because that increases how much gold you'll get. So damage boosts are a good thing. As you can see, I have the arrow over here, and I don't have to move forward if I don't want to. Like right now, I can see their life bars going down. That means that they're not getting insta-killed as soon as they come on screen. That means that, hey, I probably want to get a few levels, and now they're getting insta-killed again because he's up to 23 point whatever decillion or whatever. I think it's E27 is what he's on. I can actually look at that. But it's a good... No, he's on E40. Ooh, geez. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that it changes. Let's see if we can get over here. Oh, it still shows the letters down there. It's not supposed to. Usually it shows the E, the exponent there. The scientific notation. Let's go ahead and turn that back off then. But yeah, he does a crap ton of damage. So that's what it is. And yeah, you have various abilities. You can also get abilities from... well, not daily quests. Daily quests you just get rubies from, for the most part. But you can get different abilities. Let's see if I can find one on here. Where are you? Those just give me gold based on how much I would earn over 2 hours. There is some... Well, actually, I don't. I do not have a boost here. But yeah, you can get boosts from missions that give you basically improved damage, improved gold income for a set amount of time. Usually it's a few hours. You can also get a boost from Congregate for like 20 hours. But yeah, it's just one of those things, and there's different challenges. Let's go ahead and look in here. Currently, I'm in free play because I just wanted to show off the game. But you have your seasonal challenges, and then you have all these different worlds you can go through, and they're themed. Their artwork is themed. The events in each of the missions, like right here, is just kill monsters. The requirements for each level varies, and I think it's random. I'm not positive, but I think it's random. Like this one, we have to find herbs, so you find that. The artwork's pretty good. And honestly, I don't mind idle games. They're not really high on my list of things that I play frequently, but I'll let it idle on my computer every now and then if it's got enjoyable artwork or it provides a specific challenge. Like for this one, the formation was the main reason I ever played it to begin with. But yeah. I think I'm going to call that the episode. We'll have a short one. I'm aiming for 20 to 30 minutes on the lengths of these. Hopefully I explained the game all right. If someone knows a lot more about it, I would appreciate them clarifying some of the information on it, or possibly even critiquing the formation I have there. Let's go ahead and load that up. There you go. So much damage. And yeah, and if I click things, I actually get other boosts. That's one reason why I'm doing quick click real quick. You can see that he gets bonus damage up on that bottom window there. There you go. Oh, no, I only got 2 out of that? Jeez. I have to physically click on them before they get into the lineup. There we go. Yeah, you can get up to 25 and it lasts 15 minutes. But anyhoozle, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out the other VEDA games. The VEDA gaming series. This is the only idle game in the entire, like, VEDA Gaming 2018 thing on my channel. There might be ones on other channels doing this, but on mine, this is the only one I'm doing. If you are doing the VEDA Gaming Challenge, comment down below and tell me which games you're doing. I will link to your playlist for it. If you get all 30, I'll even try to note on there that you got all 30. I'll edit the descriptions of these after the fact. If someone got all 30, I'll probably even do ones for people who got like 15. Depending on the type of content you did. If you guys would like to see more challenges like this, like the daily challenges, definitely say what kind you'd like to see. I would be interested in maybe doing a VEDA Gaming RPG one, VEDA Indie, something like that. And just have that be a yearly thing. Maybe do one for August because it fits the VEDA name, but VEDA usually stands for Video Every Day April. And I just add the gaming on in 2018. For the year, just so people can find what they're looking for. Let's go back to advancing. There you go. Boop. But the sound effects are a little annoying. The boop, noise is not me, it's the actual game. And if I remember correctly, Steam actually had a game kind of like this during one of the summer or winter events. In one of their big sales, they had one of them and you could get backgrounds from it. I got emojis. It was a cookie clicker. That's what it was. It was similar, but not quite. This is pretty much kind of like that starting out, too. You can do a lot more damage with cookie clicking, though. And yes, you can swap characters out, because you only have so many things down here at the bottom that you can do, but Bushwhacker's away on a mission, so I can't show him off. But yeah, VEDA Gaming, support it either through Patreon or through, well, giving me ideas for other daily things I could do. Like, if you want all JRPGs 1 month, if you want all Metroidvanias 1 month, if you want all strategy games 1 month, or RTS or ARPGs, although I don't know if I could find 30 of all of those that are worth making videos over. We'd have to dig into some really deep trash there, and I'm actually, in the upcoming videos for this month, there are a couple that are a little trashy, but they're not terrible. I tried to avoid the really, really bad stuff. Tried to get stuff that was actually interesting. I do have one that I don't know anything about, and it was recommended to me by a friend, so hopefully it turns out all right. If it doesn't, I'm going to replace it with something else. So, yeah, most of these I'm fairly happy with as far as the core game goes. So, I look forward to seeing you on the future episodes. And if you have games you'd like to see on the channel, of course, always comment down below. And I will see you guys tomorrow on VEDA Gaming whenever we take a look at Azure Saga. As far as the rest of the episodes, I have no idea what order I'm actually going to release them in. So, yeah. Your guess is as good as mine as to what's going to be coming after them. I won't mention which one's next each day. I'll let it be a surprise. If you want to see the full list, check Patreon. So, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.